We are live, yeah. We are live. So today we are going to discuss the meeting between Donald Trump and Xi Jinping. That's the president of the United States of America and the president of China. Yenim say ene 30th October 2025, Thursday. And these two leaders, world leaders, Akushia Busan, South Korea in Asia. And a normal a bar in between a normal a course in the meeting and a day berry. This is PB Sencherey Creators Hub. If you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe. Don't forget to like, you comment, and also share with some family and friends. Let them know what's going on around the world. So yeah, so meeting a course South Korea, and said the for some days now, the president of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump, air travel within some Asian countries. So yes, a honor or the baby a meeting so. He started this travel or Malaysia. He went to make sure that there's a peace deal between Cambodia and Thailand. Of course, it's a more deal, and also he made some deal also there in Malaysia. The raw earth elements, minerals. Now he wants to get some from these people. So yes, he went there to make that deal also, despite also making peace deal between these two countries. Just this year, yeah, there has been a lot of clashes, but this year was fatal. There was a border clash and mouthful we and normal say so yes, Donald Trump has set in to settle this. Ofrio Oko Japan to meet the first Japanese female lady, our prime minister. Female lady, our prime minister. Hey, wow. The first Japanese female prime minister. Yeah. So Donald Trump Akushiano. And also he made sure that Osastiti and on for say on trade between the US and Japan. And he made a very significant deal. Say now Japan is going to invest much also in US. Donald Trump is doing the most. And aside that, they also talk about rare earth minerals. He's making a deal with them. Say, Japan and so mine be normal and process be normal farm with the United States. And this is going to be significant because of a year previously the threat from China. I've said it here, and if you've not watched it, wait till I go back to my videos a normal course concerning raw earth elements and minerals. So yes, Ofri Hono and call then any chair South Korea. He knew definitely well say South Korea, and then only the president of China Bemiti, but also he went there to make some deals there. He made South Korea to also invest hugely in the United States. That's Donald J. Trump. But he make sure say yes, all my man for and take advantage of the US. That's why he's moving all around. And also he provides security also for South Korea. And I'm saying North Korea no. When South Korea share border and they have been threatening the South. America has been there and has been providing security. Not for South for not for they have been developing weapons, developing even nuclear weapon. So Donald Trump or the America is there to make sure say yes, share security na ahobambo no akoso awo. So yentwa no nungu niembra enede ne so. Enede na is much anticipated. Amafo be ehwese beba. Yes, and also eba so kama. Ansa na eba so no. Donald Trump posted something or posted or headed to that place now meeting a coin. Or posted something that's yesterday on his social truth social. That's on only social media, no truth social. As someone will post, I want to read it. Oko ehonma why na real Donald Trump, Donald J. Trump, yeah, real Donald Trump. So asema no can I say because of other countries' testing programs, I have instructed the Department of War to start testing our nuclear weapons on an equal basis. The process will begin immediately. Meaning, say what I say, yes, because Russia has been testing nuclear weapons. Recently, Russia are testing nuclear powered cruise missile. Alpha nuclear warheads. So yes, Donald Trump and Tina will say no. These countries, they are always testing weapons. And I'm saying we don't test them, despite we having them. US last time when they tested nuclear weapon was in 1992. Since then, the United States has never tested any nuclear weapon anywhere again. And Donald Trump, as who say, even all South Korea, the president of North Korea, the North Korean president, Kim Jong-un, and also tested weapons via any ballistic missiles via it can carry nuclear warheads. So Donald Trump said, hey, we have nuclear weapons, and as some of Donald Trump we have more nuclear weapons than anybody, any country on earth. Donald Trump said, "Oh no, America no this one, or more weapons chain, nuclear weapons chains country." And the statistics that Russia is second, China is third. China is distance third, but will be even within 5 years. Or say now, no. Or say most of us, yes, search on the internet. We do see say the United States second when it comes to nukes. Russia the leading by far. It's a 4,000 something. US nam 2,000 there. China mo nam hundreds more baby. I'm gonna third. But Donald Trump was okay. That means Americans have been making weapons there. They don't show it, they don't post it out there, they don't test it, so people don't see. And I know nuclear treaty no almost signing. Then bit prohibited countries from manufacturing or adding up to their nuclear arsenals. But Donald Trump about said yes, America by far weapons nukes America has been doing something down there. That's it. That's what he means. If not, by paper now, I know say ABI am signing treaty we be disclose so I have this number of weapons. Nukes. We also be disclose so no they ya follow out. Na then na America say who will be chain Russia, who will be chain China. America and I say developing nuclear weapon. Not countries ni bebree na crime said them. Omo test and omo hu actually Hiroshima Nagasaki and omo drop it because these two cities Japan so no moon say weapon way senate and countries in years later cry omo shall say develop it. So now 9 countries and what weapons ni be omo nuclear weapons in 9 countries. America so will be by far. So also the US now all kinds of weapons we need adding our weapons we are Okusha China president and I'll be declare and I'll be tweet and I'll be posting on social media, truth social near some weapons we. North Korea has been testing it. Russia has been doing that. Even China has been testing weapons of late. And just their recent parade, military parade, they disclosed some number of new weapons. A bit of ballistic missiles, it can carry almost could be 61. They say that it can carry 60 nuclear warheads and 1 hydrogen bomb. So now Donald Trump on these bases on also by testing. And he says that immediately And then omukotna say ano mokasa no ama on the table talk table no ama so oma nka ho asem ne ade yebeko meeting mu ankasa but this one it became so yes on the meeting no you know there were some compliments. Yeah, Donald Trump can say yes the Chinese president you know Xi Jinping no yes he's a great leader. Even before promotion meeting, I say he's a great leader and he's a great negotiator. Like on him how to negotiate on the table, and that's very bad. He even added that's very bad because Oyonko interested so that's very bad. So that's it. Donald Trump, Ekasano, Russian, Mr. Russian, Chinese president also. He said yes, Donald Trump has also been doing very well. So a peace dealer all around the globe about Donald Trump abaso. And that one, no one can take that from Donald. Just as said, he also says Xi Jinping is the great leader or a great leader. Now the way he has transformed China, Xi Jinping, is mind blowing in terms of technology, military, infrastructure. He's making sure China gets to the top. Globally, logistically, they say China even produce a lot of things and supply all over the world. But be made in China. They are almost spread to and he's doing very well. Any leader can do that. No leader. And a bit me I can say, oh, Charlie, me authoritarian, me dictator. I answer that like Bibia Jiname so. It's my normal you proud behind me. But this man, Charlie, though he's a dictator, whatever, but he's doing very well. Or transforming China. He's transforming China. And also for Donald Trump, Donald Trump accepted, say yes, it's true. Because looking at Israel-Palestine war, Donald Trump and a settled peace. Looking at the efforts are all put in Ukraine and Russia. Ukraine and Russia. You could see, say yes, he's doing something. And also Cambodia and Thailand, India, Pakistan. Yeah, Bible boss are more than 7. Donald J. Trump, he's doing very well. And even and then meeting meeting. US and Chinese leaders, they talked about Ukraine war. And Omumienu accept to say they are going to work on Ukraine to make sure there's a peace deal. But Ukrainian president has always been saying, say, China has been helping Russia to fight against them all. Russia's aggression on Ukraine, China, Ebwa, friend is Russia. And for me, I have no evidence though, but almost they help them in terms of logistics, military hardware is near there. And sometimes Intel, no, maybe why they help them with that. Just like North Korea, openly, send for crack. Mukubi a bit brina war. North Koreans suggest the war Ukraine. Iran and so Russia ally. Belonging to the East, Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, belonging to the Eastern Bloc, the East. Iran and so sending a kamikaze that drones needed so-called fighting in Ukraine. So you can see, say yes, maybe they have a point there because Ukraine say the ally there are some support. I don't have me personally, I don't have any evidence. Just as also the United States and the West is also helping Ukraine to defend itself. For that one, there is defense. So yes, on Tunsha will be so. Monji will from protect him and send a bench from so. That one at least. And also, so they say they are going to make sure they talk on this and there will be peace. So the Chinese president, or TSC said, it is normal to have frictions now and then between these two superpowers, as in these two great countries they come with they are all huge in terms of world economies, but US is leading by far. Greatest economy, China is second, US is first. So two great economies like this, and they are the back over try say me overtake we so better try say me twem all sa yes we like it will happen. It's bound to happen. So for Xi Jinping, Chinese president, to accept to say yes, it can happen. And also, but sometimes it should be healthy in a positive way, not in these tariffs going on, huge tariffs. Anna, I'm blocking you from this. I'm not going to send you rare earth minerals. I'm not going to do this. Yes, for that one, it's extreme. China is trying to say, men send it US rare earth minerals. Men to normal soya bean, men to say way. They are extreme. It can hurt the two nations. And yeah, manufacture and produce if you cry there. Africans, they hurt it so much. So yes, we acknowledge Cambodia all those wars near there. And also they also talked about this tariffs. So Donald Trump, also Donald Trump calls China's Xi Jinping great leader. Or calling the great leader, Donald Trump now say, Obekate fentanyl tariffs on China by 10%. How? I didn't think I want cutting from cry. First, now 57%, and one cutting about 47%. That means we'll want by only 10%. But the US and China so agree say they are going to have a peace, a friend is saying a peaceful deal here. A bit more trade for 1 year. They have agreed say 1 year they will have a deal for some cool trade. And they have agreed on 1 year trade deal. So why then don't you reduce this drastically? But the fentanyl, no dear, I do Donald Trump, not only Donald Trump, America, and also other nations say Chinese producing these chemicals, these drugs, and they ship America. And most of these Americans are dying day in, day out because of these drugs. Most of them are abusing it. They bring out than Walking Dead. They bring out than zombies, vampires, and America. It's a hard substance, and people are consuming it, and it's destroying them. And in free China neighbor. So Trump tariffs we send affected Xi Jinping. After they also oh, yes, and also wajatum say and pray now obe make sure say obe cut the supply no from entering the US. If I in the US, only nation water. That means logistical means na emu na US. So now on also wajatum say obe cut these stars. It's at least Trump pay 10% free, so that's cool. Ebia normal koye no ebeba from drastically because unim free so and nothing what to tariffs needing fentanyl tariffs, yeah. Normal substance now they buy a no in here. So also China Jiatum say Xi Jinping say Wajatum say omukro no dash China besha ase US soya bean omesha ase purchase bean because trade war na ekoso no afi na China person omobeto US soya bean beam na why nento mumunti kraka na mudwan bebre in masses no mudwan bebre China GB. So yes, say China Jiatum so obeje and also obekipi that rare earth exports no flowing. Obe make sure say rare earth na or science say rare earth no kra no memma mo obe memma kra na I just say what share me the other koye and no more try to flex on it no. And also US president earlier on days earlier or calling them Asia or making sure say obe have a deal with Japan, a deal with Malaysia, a deal with some of these countries. Cambodia, money at the yes, or try every way possible, baby. Though they need the raw earth there, but and just a raw is on assassin. By never be but it's needing raw earth, yes, sanity, but it's not raw. It's mean baby, like other places on earth. And yet China, just that China has invested massively and they have built it for years. So normal we are minerals we ain't, US and Australia signing deal. So that's it. They are all struggling. And no maybe what the better tariffs better is the better a better so there should be a peace deal like this. Not Marcus and Charlie. This is what we are arriving at. We'll be answering your question. That's it. So that's it. Yeah, we are just hoping say we'll be able to negotiate so a Chinese president so be cracking down this fentanyl trade from going to America, all that yes, now America no maybe what I know say me so Americans now so will be sign on. And I also now say American top. You want to also be the top at the top. And that's it. Say meeting where I'm having this is the first time face to face since 2019. No mushi ayache. Since Donald Trump be a president, in the first time I'll call 2019, yes, these two leaders met and they voted Trump out. Or it's just 3 calls and these leaders are having, but several letters they are exchanging. But this is the first time on maybe share one-on-one. China and on South Korea, Asia. And after this meeting on Soprano, APEC, there's an APEC meeting, the Asia 4 meeting there. Yes, for that one, Donald Trump will not be in there. He's going back home. And Chinese president, they will be attending this APEC meeting. And we don't know what he's going to also say there. Though anyway, I have some trade deals and some meetings there about these two countries. And even Xi Jinping can say, yes, he's not going to make sure so or be unbalancing but to be making sure say bibia or more profit or more, not also to profit and make America great again, as Donald Trump is insisting. So that's it. Near say Omobekasa on control on TikTok. But do baby cry TikTok you're banning for some days crowd US. It do baby na a whole lot. Bruhaha near TikTok here cancel near blocking say Donald Trump step in, okay. You per se have a shares home, you per se all that. China, and we know that TikTok is from China, and these leaders back then they used to condemn America. So I didn't know. And Americans OB platform, you want to just ruin it like that. Americans also say the Chinese were the people sponsoring TikTok, and it's a state sponsored app. And China for air control, and also they get some information. They use that to spy on Americans and all that. So yes, I know crack no person all that, but we until but the Chinese government also have some interest in this. Though American president and leaders also have some interest, but Taiwan and so I need to American Taiwan and so Taiwan as Taiwan is being protected by the United States. China binyana for Taiwan by force. Why invade Ajakam? Must say though that island, a democratic island, a part of them, they are part of them. Almost a some said they be a dear home. It's America since then. America has been protecting them from that forceful takeover. No, a man can't listen. And a war in Ukraine, they send them kind of the two of them say, or met us no make sure so there will be peace. I know there will be some closed doors meetings via ABM out, but so far this is what we know. And any other developments in Sebemo. Thank you for joining. This is PB Sencherey Creators Hub. Please do well to subscribe if it's your first time here, and make sure to share with some family and friends. Comment also. Thank you very much for being here. Bye bye.